Welcome to the last video of the fiscal year 24 Consolidated Application Spring Workshop webinar training series. In this video, we are going to learn how to change the status of the application to submit it, as well as about some other useful NexSys tools. Now that we have completed the full consolidated application, including the program planning components, as well as the budgets, let's continue to scroll down the navigation slide menu to look for some tools. The first tool is called the Document Framework. I've clicked on that screen or form, and it will take you to the Document Overview page. At the top of this screen, you will see the name of the application, your school district's name, as well as some other key information, including the document status. Along with the information at the top of the screen, you will also see a visual component of a timeline that shows you the status of the application. Currently, this is our initial application for this test document. So you will see a blue circle with a white check showing that the current status is application in progress. As you change the status of this application, you will see that the blue circle and white check will move to application submitted, whereas the application in progress icon will turn to be a green circle with a white check mark. The next tool we already talked about in video 1. The add edit people, so we will not go ahead and explore it more. If you do need to learn how to add or edit the people who are assigned to this application in NexSys, please watch video segment 1. Another useful tool is called Document Status History. This will show you a list of the different statuses that the application has been in. Due to this being our initial application for this demo test case, you will see that it's only been an application process April 10th, 2023. Next is the Document Attachment Repository. At the time in this test doc, we do not have any attachments. If you have attachments such as job descriptions or contracts in anywhere in the consolidated application, this would be a space where you see all of your attachments. The next tool is called Document Modification Summary. We will come back to that tool after we've submitted this application. On the slide menu, the next tool you see is called Document Validation. This is similar to the Global Errors button in MEGS Plus. Let's go ahead and click it now to see if we are ready to submit our application. You will see a pop-up window opens. Currently, I am not ready and I have an error on the cover page. I can use the Document Validation pop-up box to click on any pages listed where I may need to correct errors. Let's do that now. On this cover page, you can see on the slide menu, I did not have a check. So therefore, the form was unsaved. I need to make my selections now of my main contact and my secondary contact to clear the error on this page and hit save to show that I am error free. By seeing the check box where form is saved and error free on the slide menu. Let's go back to that validation tool again and see if we have any errors now. You will see in my pop-up screen, there is no form names listed and the status is fine, so we should be able to submit this application. Another tool that's available for districts and consultants is the notes. You will notice that there's new notes on every page as you move along. On the toolbar, you can go to notes at any time. Please be aware that notes in the NexSys consolidated application save for all pages in the same location. So if I do want to add a note and it's supposed to be tied to a specific page or a specific budget, I need to make sure I clearly state that at the beginning of my note. So let's add the note about our Title I or our Title III English Learner budgets. I'm going to first clearly mark my note as Title III English budgets and say initial budgets for this consortium has been completed. I will then click this little airplane to send or save the note. You will see the note is saved, including the user, the timestamp. You can also add attachments in your notes or add files. A next tool is called the print document tool. The print document will go ahead and have a pop-up box with all the pages from this consolidated application that can be printed at a time. You will see right now you can include all pages. You can exclude all pages. You can get the blank copy of the consolidated application pages. The recommended actions at this time or tips is to only print 1 or 2 pages at a time. You can select one. And what you will find is as it goes through your print cycle, it will create a PDF up in your download section. After you've waited for the document to continue to download, you can then open it from your Downloads menu in your internet browser. Let's go ahead and look at our status options. We can either submit the application or cancel the application. Let's go ahead, since we've already validated our document, let's go ahead and submit this application now. There will be a pop-up box that makes sure that you are ready to submit your consolidated application. You can enter a message if you would like, or you can leave that blank and hit OK to go ahead and complete the submission. When your submission is completed, you will come back to the document. The system will automatically take you to the document overview page so you can see the current status of your application. So we just submitted the application by going down to the status options. I then paused the video, did a quick review as a consultant to show you a couple more tools. You will see the application was submitted the last time you saw. In the meantime, it has changed to review in progress and now is back in the district's hands in modification progress. So we can go back to the document status history to see that, the changes that have happened. Let's go ahead and change the status now to modify application, since we have modifications required. You can again add a statement if you would like, or just hit OK to change that status. When you change a status to modify application, you will see that you return to that document framework or document overview page. You will see with the blue and white check mark what's the current status. And you will also see what pages have had requested modification comments added. So here we can see the LAP has a note that says additional information about how the different proficiency levels receive different intensity and methods of delivery of services provided with general funds. So the LAP needs to be updated and modified. Additionally, flagged budget items for the Title III flagged budget items need to be modified. So as a district, I can then go back to the flag budget items page in my Title III grant. I can see my reflagged comments and what I need to change by clicking on the hyperlink in the function code and update my modifications as requested. Going back to the tools though, we won't do that change right now. Going back to the tools, there's another last tool that I wanted to come back to at the end of this video, and it's called the Document Modification Summary. What this screen shows you is you can see the versions. So the May 12th version to the current version. And right now there's no change results. If we went ahead and we updated one of those flagged budget items, let's go ahead and add a little bit of information. Might still not be ready to be submitted, but ESL teacher providing tier 2 and 3 language development, and we hit save. We can then go back to our modification summary page and we can see our 2 different versions. So we can see what was in version A and what was in version B. So this might be a tool to see what were some of the changes for the whole entire consolidated application at a time. Thank you again for joining us for this video series. Please feel free to reach out to your MDE, Office of Educational Supports,